Well, we're back here on the Pub Trivia Experience. Welcome, everybody. We got a fun game for you tonight. Two of my favorite people are here, and Mike Mott. I love myself. What can I say?
That self-love is important, man.
At least twice a day, right?
3, if I can squeeze it in, literally. Hey, you know what? We got a fun little game tonight. We got a one-on-one game, but we are taking a break from the hot seat head-to-head format we've been running. We're going to do a little bit of a Trivial Pursuit style where they're going to have 6 categories, and it's a race to close out those 6 categories. To close out a category, you have to get 2 correct answers in this. Now, with this type of game, we've played this in the past. I'll remind our panelists there's no stealing, and it's going to go bounce back and forth. So if you get a question right, you get a question wrong, doesn't matter. We're moving on to the next person after that. Your categories tonight are going to be...
We're going to talk about drinks, going to introduce us.
I'm trying to
Clearly the categories are more important.
I'm sorry. I want to open my beer. No, you're fine. Sorry for interrupting.
I figured I'd get the rules out of the way first and then introduce you all, but you want to be a rude-ass rutabaga. You're going to wait now. He just put his head down. That was cute.
I am justly shamed. I apologize.
I'd like to be a rude-ass rhubarb.
You can be a rude-ass rhubarb.
All
right. So the way this game works is the 6 categories that they're going to be working to close out are going to be music, science, history, movies and television, sports and games, and then people and places. In other words, people and geography. I've squeezed them into one. Sorry. You know we were not going to go through this entire game without having geography in there somewhere. That's where I put it in. All right.
So the final category is nouns.
Right.
Let's meet our contestants. You heard them both because they can't let me get a word in edgewise. It's why we love them. It's why we love them. Let's start off the pride of New Jersey because, well, no, they have Kevin Smith, Bruce Springsteen. There's a lot of good stuff that comes out of New Jersey and leaves, but he's the one that stayed. Drew Bucksbaum, how you doing, my friend, and what are you drinking?
I mean, I did leave, but I came back. But yeah, I'll take the pride of New Jersey. That's something I'm willing to shoulder. I'm being boring tonight because I'm kind of low on beer stock. My liquor's well stocked up, but it's been enough of a week already on Tuesday that if I turn to liquor, I ain't going to work tomorrow. So we have a nice classic Guinness.
Okay.
I hear it's good for you.
Brilliant.
We'll try not to harp on that.
Oh, I see what you did there. You're a royal pain in my bass.
Oh, Lord. Oh, beer puns. All right, we're going to head on out to Fayetteville. Oh, my God. Rocket City. Not Tim Dipple. Not Tim Dipple. Huntsville, Alabama's own Mike. Mike, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
In fairness, the resemblance between me and Tim is sort of uncanny in the not at all sort of way.
Not at all.
Not at all.
One of you is big and black. The other one is, Tim
Dipple.
Mike, how you doing? What are you drinking?
Chris, I'm doing fine. Yeah, very much like Drew. It's been a little bit of a week at work, and it's only Tuesday. But that doesn't mean I'm not bringing some good beer here tonight. At least I hope this is a good beer. Fortunately, my beer stock is fairly healthy right now, and largely that is because of our esteemed host who brought me a whole bunch of Florida beers when we met up in Nashville last month. And I picked out one of these at random from my fridge. This is the Giggle Shark India Pale Ale.
Oh, the Giggle Shark. Yes, from Five Branches.
Yeah, from Five Branches Brewing out of Tarpon Springs. I honestly grabbed this one because the label is awesome, and I want to put it in my book after I'm done with it.
Yeah, you can tell that's from Florida. It's got a guy rubbing the belly of a shark.
He's tickling the shark. He's a deep sea diver who's tickling a shark. It's and the shark is laughing. It's really funny. Anyway, let me pop this open here. Ooh, that is good. That is really, really good. That one's so far my favorite one that I've had of the ones you brought, other than the Crooked Thumb ones, has probably been the what is it? The Circle Hook Circle Hooked from Three Daughters, but this one's going to give it a run for its money. This is really good.
That so Five Branches is a really cool brewery up here in Tarpon Springs. It's right near downtown Tarpon Springs. It's walking distance from the Sponge Docks. But the owners of it are all former military, hence the Five Branches.
Awesome.
They have also they've only been open. They opened right before COVID. And they have quickly become like the go-to brewery in the area. They have won a ton of beer awards.
That's awesome.
A ton of beer awards. They're a great brewery. They're a small little shop though, which is insane. Just what the volume they push out. It's good beer though, y'all. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, you get out to the Sponge Docks, go get some goat's milk soap. Don't knock it till you try it. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
And then head on over to Five Branches and have yourself some beer. It's a great place.
Absolutely. Yeah. Based on a sample of one, I concur.
My turn, I guess.
It's a very scientific study right there. Sample size of 1.
Indeed.
So, Mike, when I went out shopping for you, I went out shopping for me too, because I'm not stupid. I actually think I gave you one of these. I think this is the other one that I bought 2 of, gave you one, and I kept one. This is Three Daughters. This is
orange IPA.
The Florida Orange IPA.
I could tell just by the label because I'd had that one the other day too.
A nice little orange on the front.
Mm-hmm.
I love my citrus IPAs now. I am a big fan.
It's good. Really good.
The citrus IPAs, because there's not as much hop in them. There's more of a tart sweetness to it.
The citrus IPA is a good summer beer.
It is. And
more so than the others.
I'll be loading up on orange IPA, and I'll honestly be loading up on a ton of those Bromosas from Big Storm.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. All right. Gentlemen, we did a little bit of a contest earlier. We determined that Mike is going to be going first. If there is an odd number of questions and someone wins, a.k.a. Mike wins, we'll give Drew a chance to make up. Mike, which category do you want to start with?
I'm just going to start with music, which I always do, and it always backfires on me, so I don't know why I'm doing it again, but I'm doing it again.
All right, Mike, here is your question. Which Ed Sheeran song was his first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100?
Oh gosh. I was going to say I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan. I have nothing against Ed Sheeran. I actually like some of his music. I just don't really listen to it on the reg. I'm trying to pull the name of the song that I'm thinking of. And all I can think of right now is Your Body is a Wonderland, which is not an Ed Sheeran song, but it's a similar kind of thing. What the hell is the name of that song? It's probably not even the right Ed Sheeran song anyway. But I can't. No, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to go with Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud is what you should have done, because that is not a correct answer.
Damn.
What was your other guess?
It was the one that I couldn't think of, and since I thought of Thinking Out Loud, I said it instead. But it's the one where he's singing about somebody's body. He's singing about his
love with your body.
That's the song. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's the right answer.
Shape of You.
Shape of You. That's what it was. Yeah. Is that it?
Shape of You is the answer we're looking for. Drew, we're over to you. Which category do you want?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go music.
We're going back to music. Here is your music question.
Get these out of the way.
Yeah.
What animal is featured on the cover of the Pink Floyd album Atom Heart Mother?
Is that a pig?
It is not a pig, unfortunately. Mike, you apparently know the answer for 0 points.
It's a cow.
It is a cow.
It's literally just a big old picture of a cow, which you would think would have been the cover of Animals if it was going to be a cover of a Pink Floyd album, but no.
Mike, I'm assuming we're going back to music, but I don't want to speak too soon, so you tell me.
No, I'm actually just going to work my way down the list. I'm going to go with science.
Going to science.
Science.
I got to get them all eventually, right?
Theoretically.
Mike, here was your science question. What color are flamingos when they are born?
Ooh. Damn.
These questions are going to be very straightforward. So just prepare yourselves.
Yeah, I'm just assuming that the answer is not pink. For some reason, I actually do feel like I've heard this before. but I don't remember. The first thing that popped into my head was brown, and I'm not going to second guess it. So I'm going to say brown.
Unfortunately, not brown. They are actually white.
White was
Yeah,
was my
their
second guess.
diet actually gives them their pink color.
Ah,
There you
interesting.
go. There's your flavor text for that question that I did not have. All right, Drew, you drank that beer quickly. Where are we going?
Music.
We're going back to music. Here is your music question. William Bruce Bailey prefers to go by his stage name. What is it?
William Bruce Bailey. William Bruce Bailey. I'm trying to come up with something smartass, and I can't even do that. William Bruce Bailey is gonna be Billy Ray Cyrus.
Ah,
Don't tell your achy break your heart this. That unfortunately is not a correct answer.
Oh, I know.
His name. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I was going to guess Will I Am, but I don't know.
No, it's actually not Will at all. The answer is Axl
Smith.
Rose.
No shit. I didn't know that was what his real name was. Interesting.
Mike, we're on to you.
I'm surprised I never came across that one in my travels. I'm going to go with history.
We're going to history. Mike, what is the name given to the buffer zone between the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and the Republic of Korea?
I'm just looking for the DMZ or the demilitarized zone.
The demilitarized zone is what we're looking for. Mike is on the board.
Rock and roll. Good, because I was otherwise. I really didn't want to try to remember the name of the number of that parallel. I want to say it was 38, but I could be wrong. Anyway,
I think you're right. You know what? Let's continue to feel bad about ourselves and go for music again.
We're going back to music. Here is your music question. Which rock band was formed by the Nirvana drummer after the death of Kurt Cobain?
This would be the Foo Fighters.
That would be Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. That's a correct answer. Drew, you're on the board.
they fight Foo. They fight Foo well.
They do. Mike, over to you.
Yes. Continuing on down the line, I'm going to go TV and movies. And fingers
TV
crossed for movies.
and movies.
Come on, TV.
Mike, what was the title of the 1992 sequel to the 89 classic sci-fi film Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh gosh, I never even saw it, but I'm pretty sure it was Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid is a correct answer. Mike has got one in TV and movies, one in history, still blank on music. Drew, we're over to you.
You know what? Let's get music out of the way.
We're getting music out of the way. Here is your music question. What song, recorded by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, spent 14 consecutive weeks at the number one spot on the Hot 100 in the U.S.?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, let's make that the name of the song. Fuck me.
You're closer than you want to admit.
I was going to say, if you'd gone funk me, you'd have been really close.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Uptown Funk you up. Uptown Funk is what we're looking for. Mike, back to you.
Sports and games.
You just like going down. You just like completing lists.
Different podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. In archery, what is the term for the fin-shaped stabilizing device at the end of an arrow, often made with feathers?
I don't know that this is right, but the term that popped into my head is fletch. So I'm going to say fletch.
I need to go and see if they can count that. I have fletching written down. I don't know if Fletch is the same thing.
I don't either. I knew that I had the word Fletch. I didn't know it was called the fletching. So if it's the fletching, then I wouldn't give it to me.
Yep. I'm looking it up right now. Okay. So the contraption as a whole is called the fletching. What did the question ask for? An individual one would be a fletch, but it did say device, not devices. So I'm actually going to give you the points there. An individual one is called the fletch.
I'd give it to him.
So you're going to get the points there. Drew, we're over to you.
I was literally just doing the exact thing you were and looking that up. I was like, come on, let's find a way to not give it to him.
Right.
You know what? Fuck it, music.
All right, Drew, going back to music. Here we go.
Just want it gone.
Drew, let's see if you're up with your more recent pop music. I say recent because
Miley Cyrus.
Which American recording artist's 2014 debut single was All About That Bass?
Well, that's Meghan Trainor, but you're calling 2014 recent? That's almost a decade ago now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, it's recent to me because I haven't listened to music since 2004. You have closed out your music category. Meghan Trainor is an accurate answer.
I know it was.
Mike.
I'm all about that bass. No trouble.
He had no trouble with that question.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Owen Wilson even's impressed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, how'd you get him on the show?
The same way I got J. Jonah Jameson.
Pictures of Spider-Man?
Yes.
Hey, trivia lovers. Want to get the Pub Trivia experience in an interactive way? Check out Liquid Courage Entertainment. With a wide range of offerings online, LK has you covered, streaming a wide variety of trivia games on Twitch with one-of-a-kind formats like Tringo, Guesstimate, Mega Sheep, and more. Or check out the World Trivia Federation. With 36 hours to answer each quiz and no obligation, the WTF is the perfect solution to scratch that trivia itch on your own time. Come see us at twitch.tv/liquid_courage or check out patreon.com/liquidcourage to join the WTF for as little as $2 a month. That's Liquid Courage with a K. Innovative, interactive, intoxicating.
Mike, I'm assuming people in places, but I don't know for sure. You tell me.
Your assumption is correct, yes.
All right, Mike, what is the largest country by area that begins with the letter P?
Ha, interesting. Okay. P countries. My brain immediately. So the first one that popped into my head was Poland. I'm pretty sure Poland is bigger than Paraguay and Panama, but I'm trying to spend a little time in Peru. Forgot about the other. That's okay. I'm between those two, but I'm trying to spend a little time in Africa because all of those countries, or not all of them, but a very substantial number of them are huge. Do any of them begin with P that I am forgetting about?
I mean, I can only think of one P country you've forgotten.
Okay.
It's Pakistan.
Yeah, Pakistan. I don't know if it's now. Papua New Guinea is pretty big. If you count it all as, I'm just trying to picture the map. Yeah, I'll go with that. Papua New Guinea is pretty big, so that's what I'm going to say.
Papua New Guinea is an incorrect answer. You did name it.
Is it Poland?
Right?
It is not. It's Peru.
It was. Okay, I almost went with Peru instead of. As soon as I thought of Peru, I thought I'd go with that instead of Poland. And then when I thought of Papua New Guinea, I was like, I don't know. That's a pretty big island. So.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it wasn't Pakistan, which is why I was feeding.
I figured.
I was just like, please get away from Poland. Here, have Pakistan.
Well, you said it, and I thought about it for half a second. I'm like, no, that's not the answer.
All right. Well, Peru was the answer we're looking for. Drew, we're over to you. Where are we going? You've closed out music.
Let's go to science.
We're going to science. Drew, what is the chemical symbol for mercury?
Fuck. MU?
Unfortunately not. He's a big fan of time travel. It's HG.
Right.
And invisibility.
That is true. Mike, we're back to you.
Speaking of which, there's no literature. I just realized that. Man.
I don't have
I guess
any
we're gonna.
literature questions. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. I guess I'll go back up at the top and go with music again.
Music.
Mike, on which Queen studio album does the song Bohemian Rhapsody feature?
I think it was A Night at the Opera. That's my answer. A Night at the Opera.
A Night at the Opera is a correct answer.
Sorry, I left that as a question, but
All right, Mike, you have got a 4-2 lead right now. Drew, we're over to you. Where are we going?
Sports and games.
Sports and games. Let's see how we do here. Drew, in what floor game do players use cues to push weighted discs down a court and into a marked scoring zone?
That would be we're using cues. That's fucking cruise ship shuffleboard right there.
As your folks know when they come to Florida and play it religiously, shuffleboard is a correct answer.
What do you mean by my folks, huh?
I think you obviously know I mean old people from Jersey that come to Florida. Doesn't matter what the religion is here, sir. Play shuffleboard. All right.
the great equalizer.
It is. Mike, over to you.
I am going to eventually start bouncing around a little bit, but right now I'm going science.
All right, Mike. Which apes are only found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know this one.
Type of ape.
I
think I do.
Did you say Borneo?
Borneo.
I've always said Borneo. If that's how it's pronounced, today I learned. Type of apes, huh? I really don't have a good. You say jungle? You said the jungles of Borneo and Sumatra.
That's what we're looking for. The type of ape that's only there.
I'm gonna say the orangutan.
The orangutan is a correct answer.
Boom!
Damn it.
Mike on the board with science. Drew, we're over to you.
Beep you, Mike. Beep you. Let's go TV film.
TV and film. Let's see how we do here, Drew. Which monster links Fay Wray, Jessica Lange, and Naomi Watts?
King Kong.
King Kong is a correct answer.
And King Kong ain't got shit on me.
And you lose points for the terrible impression. Mike, we're over to you.
I think he was just quoting. If that was an impression, then my God.
That was not an impression.
I did not think that was an impression.
I wasn't looking. I was keeping score. So
That's fair. I'm going to see if I can get one across the board. I'm going to jump to people and places.
People and places. Let me find the hardest question I have.
Indeed.
I see you got the check. Awesome.
Mike, here's your question. What was the birth country of Marie Tussaud, who founded the famous waxwork museums that bear her name?
Oh, good gravy. Marie Tussaud. I mean, that is a very French-sounding name. France almost seems too easy, though. Is it? That's the question. I'm probably either going to go France or Belgium here. I'm just deciding whether I want to stick with France or go to Belgium. I'm just going to say France.
France is a correct answer.
Okay.
Because of the amount of questions I go through, a lot of these are going to be sourced from some of our hot seat rounds. So
understand. Absolutely.
I was just like, oh man, France is definitely obvious. Is it going to be like Martinique or, Haiti, like somewhere else where French is spoken? But
fun fact, she's actually from Mongolia.
Yeah.
Drew, we are over to you.
Let's go sports and games again.
Going back to sports and games, let's see how we do here. Drew, where did the board game Chinese checkers originate? In what country?
Fuck you, because everything in me wants to say China, but that's just baiting me right there. That is just absolutely baiting me.
I am a master baiter.
You are. You know what? I'm actually gonna say India.
India is not a bad guess. The correct answer is not China.
No.
Well, yeah, no shit.
It's actually Germany. It was actually
Really?
started in Germany. Moving right along, Mike, where are we going?
What a great question. Let's go to TV and film.
TV and film. Let's see.
Come
how we
on,
do.
TV.
Mike, what film company features a logo showing a boy sitting on a crescent moon while fishing?
I think that's DreamWorks, right? DreamWorks?
That is DreamWorks. That's correct.
Sweet.
And with that, Mike, you have closed out TV and film. Drew, we're back to you.
TV and film.
All right, back here with Drew. What person who shares a name with a famous horror movie director was the first person to win $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter is the correct answer.
Well done.
Drew has closed out TV and film as well. Mike, you're up, sir.
Let's go history.
We are going to history. Here is your question. In which year was the first World Series game played in Major League Baseball?
I'm pretty sure the answer to this question is 1903.
That is a correct answer. And with that, Mike has closed out history. A quick score update before we move forward. Actually, I'll get the score update after Drew goes. Drew, where are we going next?
I'll take sports and games.
Sports and games. Here's your sports and games question. In what year was the first? No, we're not going to do that to you. Which two teams played in the famous 2017 Super Bowl?
2017 was Atlanta, New England, right?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
That is a correct answer. A game that is still talked about today. Atlanta and New England, the famous 28-3 game.
I never will forget that when Nikki goes to sleep at halftime. She's just like, all right, it isn't even worth staying up for this. After she went to sleep after the halftime show, she woke up before me that morning, and I walk into the bathroom while she's getting ready, and I just said to her, "You're not gonna believe it." She goes, "They won, really?" It was so funny. She spent too much time in Boston to not hate the Patriots.
A quick score update here. Drew has closed out 3 categories. He's closed out music, movies and television, sports and games. Mike has closed out 2 categories, history and movies and television, with 1 correct in music, 1 in science, 1 in sports and games, 1 in people and places. Mike, we are back to you.
Let's see if we can close out science.
Science. Here we go. Quinine is obtained from the bark of which tree?
I've heard of quinine. I don't know why, because I don't know the answer to this question. Yeah, I really don't know this. I'm bad at trees and plants.
Name a tree.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Trees.
I don't know. Maple's the first thing that popped in my head. So I'm gonna say maple.
Unfortunately not. It is the cinchona tree.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is.
Never mind. I don't feel bad at all now. I was expecting Chris to be like, no, it's the oak. And I'm like, of course it is.
Drew, over to you.
Yeah, let's go for history.
We are going to history. Who was married to American actress Sharon Tate when she became one of the victims of the Charles Manson murders?
Oh, fuck. Well, because I'm a feminist, I'm going to just call him Mr. Sharon Tate.
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
Sharon Tate's husband.
Who are people who've never been in my kitchen?
Yes, that one. He's never been in my kitchen.
I can't say anything there. Go. I need a real answer, though.
Feel like this should be people and places, but I got nothing.
Mike, do you know?
It was Roman Polanski.
It was Roman Polanski. All right, Mike, we're over to you.
Let's go sports and games.
We're going to sports and games. Here is your sports and games question. What name is given to a golfer whose handicap is 0?
Yeesh. Wow. That wasn't an attempt at an Owen Wilson impression, but I don't think it came out half bad.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't know that this is the specific term for it, but it's the term that popped into my head. So I'm just going to say scratch golfer.
Scratch golfer is a correct answer.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Mike has closed out sports and games. Drew, over to you, sir.
People and places.
People and places. Here we go. In the Bible, who were the first 2 sons of Adam and Eve? Literally the book of your people.
Yeah, Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel are a correct answer.
I was like, is this a trap?
I could see his wheels spinning like, wait a minute. Did they have 2 sons and then the Bible just didn't talk about them? And then for briefly, yeah.
No, Cain and
2
Abel.
shittier sons that they didn't mention. It's like Bob and Steve.
Right, exactly. My name is Cain and I am now unable. Do you guys remember that song? That song was awesome.
No.
Cowboy Mouth, man. I saw them like 4 times in college. They were doing the college circuit big time.
Oh, my Lord. Mike, we're over to you.
Mm.
You need 1 in music, 1 in science, 1 in people and places.
Since I was just singing, let's go music.
Music.
Do you hear it makes the people come together?
That sounds like a fun time at an orgy.
Right now.
Mike?
Over me.
I Am Sasha Fierce is the 3rd studio album by what American singer?
I think that's Beyonce.
Yeah.
It's Beyonce.
It is.
Okay. I don't know the work of Beyonce. I really don't.
How do you not know the work of your queen?
Okay, I know some of the work of Beyonce. It's just
you just got Cain and Abel. It's about time he got one that's a little bit of a gimme.
That's fine.
Drew, we're over to you, sir.
Do the questions get easier if I up my Patreon? I'm not above that.
No, but Mike's get harder.
Fair enough.
I would definitely get harder if you upped your Patreon.
God, why do you let me on this show?
I don't really know.
This episode's for a very, very small subset of our listenership. Only a few people are going to like this episode, but they're going to love it. All 3 of them are actually on the episode, though. So
right.
Tim will chuckle a few times.
Tim will roll his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, over to you.
People and places.
We're going back to people and places to try and close this out.
Yes, sir.
Ulaanbaatar is the capital city of what country?
I believe mentioned earlier, this is Mongolia.
That is Mongolia. People and places have been closed out by Drew. Drew, you have closed out 4 categories: music, TV and movies, sports and games, people and places. You have history and science left. Mike, you have 2 left. You need to get 1 in science, 1 in people and places. Where are we going?
Let's go people and places.
Mike, going back to people and places, and let's see how this goes. Mike, on which island would you find the Anaga Mountains?
Gilligan's.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a man who doesn't know geography. Can you spell that, please?
Anaga.
Anaga, the Anaga Islands.
Can you
The Anaga Mountains, it's on which island?
Correct.
I'm just going to say Hawaii. I don't know.
Unfortunately not. This is the island. It's part of the Canary Islands. So I would have accepted either the Canary Islands or the actual island itself is Tenerife.
Oh, Tenerife. Okay.
Drew,
Not
over
bad.
to you.
Like you've heard of that.
Are we going science or history?
Let's go history.
We're going with history. Here is your history question. What was the first name of the Spanish general and dictator Franco?
Fucking hate you.
What did I do now?
Read that question.
No. Let's see. It wasn't Dave Franco. He's been canceled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not Wander.
What did Dave Franco do?
Franco.
What did Dave
First
Franco do?
name.
James Franco got canceled.
Oh, James Franco. Dave's his
Dave
little
Franco
brother.
married Allison Brie. He's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, James Franco's who I meant. Franco. What would be a good first name for a guy named Franco? Juan Franco. It's
What
like a
about a
solid
football player?
minor league prospect right there.
You could have just gone Julio.
Yeah, it's true.
No, but we were looking for the alliteration. His name is actually Francisco Franco.
Francisco.
Yeah.
I knew it was alliterative, but all I could think of was Ferdinand. And I'm like, it's not Ferdinand.
Ferdinand was what was stuck in my head, and I'm like, that's not freaking it.
Yeah. I was just trying to remember Chevy Chase doing the Weekend Update and Saturday Night Live. It's like, this just in. Franco is still not dead. Generalissimo Francisco Franco is still not dead.
Mike, where are we going? Are we going to science or people and places?
We're going to go to science.
We're going back to science. Here is your science question. What was paleontologist Mary Anning famous for collecting?
The paleontologist Mary Anning, who I have absolutely heard of before. Because, I mean,
fossilized penises in the worst way.
Right. I mean, when someone comes up to you and says, name a paleontologist, not only can you definitely name a paleontologist,
Ross Geller.
which I totally can. The first one that pops in my head is Marie Anning. So naturally, I know the answer to this question. And the answer is dinosaur bones, because I can't think of legitimately anything else that a paleontologist would collect.
You're a little too granular. She actually collected and had one of the biggest fossil collections in world history.
Ah, okay.
She's actually got a pretty interesting life story. If you get a chance to go onto Wikipedia and read it, it's worth the gander. Drew, we're over to you.
So it wasn't fossilized penises.
I'm sure there were some fossilized penises in there, but it's a little too granular. We're just looking for fossils.
Chris would have been like, can you be less specific, please?
You know what? Let's go to science so I can at least give a joke answer of fossilized penises.
Oh, my Lord.
Penis.
What dashboard instrument measures the distance traveled in a car?
Odometer.
Odometer is correct.
So for those of you keeping score at home, I get paleontologist Marie Anning.
And Drew gets name basic car parts.
Exactly.
Car go far, how you tell.
Mike, over to you.
I really wish Chris had read that question that way. I think I'll go back to people and places. I'll bounce back and forth, see if I can get one of these.
We're going back to people and places. Let's see if we can get a correct answer here. All right. What actor starred as an innocent New Yorker in Alfred Hitchcock's movie North by Northwest?
Thank you, people and places, for disguising a film question as a people and places question. That would be Cary Grant.
That would be Cary Grant. Mike, you have closed out people and places. All you need is a science question. Drew, where are we going?
You know, I'm surprised Stanley Kubrick never remade that movie.
Damn you!
You didn't think you were going to get by that easy, did you?
Let's hope.
He was too busy making Psycho.
Exactly.
I'll take dinosaur penises for 500.
I hate all of you. What why? Like, I put legitimately hours a week into bringing content, and all I get is ridicule.
You love
Some
it.
men like to watch the world burn.
Some men want to make it a better place through stupid trivia podcasts that don't cost anybody anything except for Drew, apparently, because he willingly gives us money. Woo. All right. Lord. In chemistry, what is the brown ring test used to detect?
Brown ring test. Brown ring test.
It's specifically used to detect a certain thing.
It's not brown rings. The brown ring test is used to detect gonorrhoesyphilitis. That's my official answer.
That unfortunately is not correct. The brown ring test, if I'm not mistaken, is used to test things like explosives and stuff of that nature. It's actually looking for nitrates.
Oh, so it did have to do with shit.
It was shit that could possibly get blown up. Yes.
Yeah, explosives. You've never seen me after a good bowl of chili.
Indeed.
I've never seen you and a good bowl of chili in the same place at the same time, because every time there is one, it's gone instantly.
I do love a good bowl of chili.
Everyone
Now I
does.
want to make some.
That is good taste. Mike, I'm assuming we're going to science.
We are, but first I would like to hopefully preemptively thank Drew for taking the brown ring question so that maybe an easy one's coming my way now, because I had no clue on that one.
What does litmus paper test?
Mike, here's your question. The drugs known as HMD-CoA reductase inhibitors are also referred to by what common name?
How was it with that?
They're known as HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors, but they're also known by a common name. What is that common name?
Gosh.
I'm going deep on science here.
Yeah, no, it's medical science. It's funny. This came up a couple nights ago on Frenemy too. That
this
is not.
You should know the answer.
Not this question, but just the general medical sciences. And it seems weird to complain about how healthy one has been throughout one's life, but I've seen remarkably few doctors, so I don't know jack shit about medical science. The first thing that popped into my head, I don't know why, was insulin. I have no idea. I'm gonna say insulin.
Unfortunately, not. They're actually statins. Statins we're looking for.
Interesting.
Drew, where are we going?
History.
Here is your history question, Drew. Who did Cynthia Powell marry in 1962?
The fuck is Cynthia Powell? This is not boding well for me.
Michael was perplexed by this question too.
I have a guess.
You said 62?
1962 was the year they got married.
All right.
I will say, probably not the person Cynthia Powell is probably not the person this person is best known for marrying, if that helps.
Larry King.
Unfortunately not. I will give a hint that doesn't do anyone any good, but this is what Steve Buscemi called Brendan Fraser's girlfriend in the movie Airheads when she brought up Pissed on Tape. He called her Yoko. The answer is John Lennon. That was John Lennon's
friend. Oh, shit.
I knew that name sounded familiar. Damn it. Of course. I was off away from, to me, I was out of music.
All right, Mike, I'm assuming we're going to science.
We are going to science.
Just like a bonus music question.
Right.
Mike, what is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator?
Ooh.
I hit a geography question in a science question. You're welcome.
They did, and my guess is the Nile.
Unfortunately not. It's the Congo.
Right continent.
You're on the right continent.
I would have guessed the Nile also.
All right, Drew, we're over to you. History or science?
Science.
We're going to science. Let's see if we can get you.
I'm sorry, dinosaur penises.
Drew, what is the next year that will read the same forwards and backwards?
So I get a hidden geography question. He gets a hidden math question.
2112?
2112 is a correct answer.
Yep. Nicely done.
I had to write it down.
Oh, no.
I'm like, all right, well, we're past 20, so it's going to be 21. Oh, yeah, what's the backwards of that? It's 12.
Drew, you've closed out sciences. You just need 2 history questions before Mike can get 1 science question. Mike?
This might be evenly matched.
We're going to
keep giving him medical terms.
Mike, life jackets are sometimes referred to as PFDs. What does a PFD stand for?
Personal flotation device?
That is a correct answer.
I was legitimately worried. I'm like, is the D something else, or you know?
That would be penis fossilized dinosaur.
It's been a very horny game of PubTriviaExperience.
It literally started with a masturbation joke in like the first 30 seconds.
It evolved from there quickly.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Nicely done, gentlemen. Nicely done. All right. Mike, you are the champion tonight. Drew had a hell of a showing. Some tough questions in there. Did y'all have fun tonight, though?
Oh, absolutely.
I always have fun with you degenerates.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll take that. That's the nicest thing you ever said to me.
And Drew, you do a particularly excellent job of bringing out the degeneracy in us.
Yeah, that's what I'm good for.
Yeah,
it is a little weird that your podcast, the Nerd Off podcast, for those who haven't listened, what are you doing? Go listen.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Seriously,
you keep your
these idiots have been on
like
it.
you save all your dirt for us, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, if you go listen to Nerd Off, you'd almost think he was a fine, upstanding citizen.
Well, I beep out the F's.
Yeah,
he is from Jersey, so let's keep that in mind.
It's true.
Drew, before we take off,
because I beep out the F's, I try to like keep it like somewhat appropriate. If that's how I get editing done so quickly.
Yep, that makes sense.
Drew, before we take off for the night, my friend, tell our listeners, I already told them, but tell them a little bit about Nerd Off.
So Nerd Off is another trivia show. If you're listening to this, you probably like trivia shows. You probably can't get enough of them, even though there's like 50,000 of them. That's pretty much what I exclusively listen to. I listen to trivia podcasts. I pick and choose which episodes of Boozy I want to hear. And I listen to one murder podcast, but 90% of what I listen to is trivia. So if you want more trivia, and you like the way these guys think, unfortunately, I think similarly to them. So you'll get similar kinds of questions, and it's fun. So come listen to Nerd Off. Why not?
It's a great format too, because there can be wild swings in that game too because of how it works.
We're a bunch of wild swingers over at Nerd Off.
Upside down pineapples galore. Just upside down pineapples everywhere you look.
I actually hate pineapple.
Even when they're upside down?
No,
and
that's the
cake?
only time I like them.
You guys not know what an upside down pineapple means?
Yeah, no, it's a symbol for swingers.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
just making sure.
It's how we met, Chris. God.
Just don't tell Leah, okay?
Fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Mike is our champion. Drew had a hell of a showing. If you enjoy the content that we bring you on a regular basis, be like Drew if you can afford it. Head on over to patreon.com/PTEBB. That's your home for all of our bonus content, not just of the Pub Trivia Experience, but our sister podcast, Boozy Bracketology. By the way, over on Boozy, we are getting ready to embark on an epic journey. Because if you know anything about me, I love movies, and most of my favorite movies are from the 1980s. So we are going to finally, once and for all, decide what the best 80s movie of all time is. And it is going to take us a long time to do this because we have 16 mini brackets to figure out what 16 movies will go to the final bracket. We're going to be doing this over the course of the next, probably 6 months to a year, on and off. So head on over to Boozy Bracketology. Mike, we just recorded last night, actually, our first 2 rounds of play-in games, movies that aren't even on the main bracket, to see which ones will go to the main bracket.
We did. It was a lot of fun, and some unexpected movies moving on. So there's going to be a lot of strong opinions and a lot of strong drinks.
To give you just a little bit of a taste of what's coming, the play-in game, some of the movies in the play-in games are huge favorites. So movies like Overboard, Mannequin, Footloose, Sophie's Choice, Fright Night, Prom Night. All of these movies are play-in games. They're
Dirty Dancing. How is Dirty Dancing a play-in game?
So
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Exactly.
Someone should have baby in a corner because that dude looked 40. Hey. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you come on over and join us. For the rest of our information, check the show notes. It's all right there, including our Discord server and our Facebook group. But for the Pub Trivia Experience podcast, I have been Chris.
I have been Mike.
I've been the pride of New Jersey, Drew.
And we'll see you next week. Have a good one.